Hello, welcome to Tanza Edu series. This is biology class. I am Sir Alvin. Welcome. Today's topic is cytology, and under this topic we are going to see the meaning of the term cytology, also the meaning of the term cell, and and the general concept of the term compartments within the cell. Welcome. The term cytology, this is derived from the two Greek words. These two Greek words includes the site and logos. Now, site means cell and logos means study. So simply you can say that cytology, this refers to as cell biology. Now, how can we define the term cytology? Cytology can be defined as the study of cell structure. We need to know different structures of the cell. Also, the cell organization, how cell is organized, and biochemical, different biochemical components found within the cell. Also, physical and functions of different cells by the means of microscope. Why do we use microscope? Because cells are very small units, are very small in size. So, so as to see them, we need to use the microscope. Now, we need to know the meaning of the term cell. What is a cell? The term cell, this originated from a Greek word which is cella. The term cella, this is the Greek word which means an empty space or the hollow space, as you can see. So from the term cella, then we got the term cell. Now, what is a cell? We need to know different definitions that it tries to explain the meaning of the term cell. What is a cell? Now, we have some different definitions that tries to explain the meaning of the term cell, and they are listed here. Then once we organize all of them, then we get the clear meaning of the term cell. Now, the first definition says that cell is the basic unity of life. The cell is the basic unit of life, and we shall have different theories, different alternatives that tries to explain how the cell is the basic unit of life. Also, the second is that a cell is a small living organism. Why small living organisms? Because different metabolic activities takes place inside the cell. These metabolic activities includes all the catabolism and the anabolism activities. Then the third is that a cell is the smallest living unit which carries all life processes. So all life processes of the organisms are taking place inside the framework which is the cell. Now, once we generalize all these three definitions, a clear meaning of the term cell will be obtained, as you can see here. Now, the cell is the basic unit of life of living organisms which carries the genetic materials and metabolic activities takes place inside it. That a cell is the basic unit of life of living organisms which carries the genetic materials and metabolic activities takes place inside it. Now, this carries the genetic material because the informations which are transferred from the one generation of the organisms to the next are carried within the cell, and is the center for the replication of those genetic materials, which includes the DNA and the RNAs. Now, the cell is the basic unit of life. We can have different alternatives that explains how the cell is the basic unit of life. The first is that all living organisms, either plants, animals, and the unicellular organisms are made up of cells. The multicellular organisms are made up of many cells, while the unicellular organisms are made up of only a single cell. As you can see here, that all unicellular organisms perform their life processes within the framework of their celled body. So that body is the one cell. So the unicellular organism, all the life processes are being taken place inside that cell, which is the body. And in multicellular organisms, the cells in the body share their biological activities to maintain their lives. So in multicellular organisms, we'll have the different organizations of the cell, which will have different levels of the cell development, from joining to form the tissues, to form the organs, to form organ system, and later we can have the organism. Division of labor occurs in the multicellular organisms. We can say that we are having the division of labor because different cells or different groups of cells performs different activities within the body of multicellular organisms due to the presence of division of labor. Hence now, division of labor results the cell differentiation. We can have cell differentiation. Different group of cells can be differentiated to perform a certain specific function. And specialization, they will be specialized to perform that function. And coordinate their life activities which maintain the life of an organism. Therefore now, we can simply say that there is development of animal, tissue, organ, and system in the body of multicellular organisms. And now from there, we can say the cell is the basic unity of life. Let's come to see the concept of compartments within the cell. The compartments, this is simply mean the membranes. Different membranes which are found within the cell. Within the cell, we have the organelles. The organelles are organized from the molecules. The molecules which were organized from the atom. So at the beginning, we are having the atom which organized to form or joins to form the molecule. Then the molecule joins to form the organelle, which later joins to form the cell. So we are at this level now to see the different compartments which encloses the organelles which are found within the cell. Not all cells or not all the organelles within the cell are having those membranes which are called the compartments. But for those who are having the compartments, we shall see them in details. The protozoans, these animal like protists, which usually the unicellular organisms, which their body are made up of a single cell, but that cell is the eukaryotic cell. And we shall see how the eukaryotic cell and the other type of cell they are. Now the protozoans and cells of animal and the plants possess the numerous membranes. They are possessing the numerous membranes within the cell. These numerous membranes bond the organelles within the cell. Some of these numerous membranes which are found within, we are having the nuclear membrane, we are having the mitochondrial membrane, we are having the chloroplast membrane, we are having the Golgi body membranes, and so far. But we are having also the organelles which have no the membranes or which are not the compartments which are found within the cell. These organelles are like the centrioles, the ribosomes. These have no the membranes which bonds that organelle, and these are not referred to as compartments. These are not referred to as compartments. Now, all these organelles perform the specific function in a well-organized manner. Now, the cell which contains many organelles or many membranes, these are called the eukaryotic cells. The eukaryotic cells. While now we are having also the cells of bacteria and the blue-green algae. These do not contain these membranes which bonds the organelles inside, and these are referred to as the prokaryotic cells. But their nuclear material also is even not enclosed in the membrane. Rather, it is filled in the cytoplasm. And these kind of cells are called the prokaryotic cells. And these have no the compartments which bonds its organelles. So from there now we can have the general concept of these two types of cells. That when we are having the cell, we are having the two types. We are having the eukaryotic cell and the prokaryotic cell. From here, in a eukaryotic cell, we are having the cells which have many membranes inside, and these membranes bond the organelles. And also in a eukaryotic cell we are having many organelles, and we shall see them in details. While in prokaryotic cell this lack those membranes which bond its organelles in. And this the general concept of this topic as we are moving on with it, and this simply the meaning of the term cytology and the term cell itself, and the real meaning of the compartments which are found within the cell, and these compartments are having numerous functions. So I told you that the compartment, this simply means the membranes. Now on the next video we are going to see the importance of having these compartments. Also we shall see details with the compartments, the cell size and cell shape, and also we shall look on the discovery of a cell. Thank you for watching. Keep on watching more Tanza Edu series videos. This is the right platform for nurturing your destiny. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.